Hello everyone and welcome back to the Catholic Gamer Dude Plays Kerbal Space Program. Last we left off, it looked like that we actually had something left on the pad. That's right, because I think I had to leave a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. Let's see here. You know what? Actually, this is... Let's go back and revert flight to... we can't do that. Resume flight. Recover vessel. So... I was playing this game on my laptop, essentially, and I was just experimenting with some stuff. Oh, we have to rebuild it again? Oh, that stinks. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just go ahead. Build it anyway. It gives me an opportunity to kind of talk through what I was thinking about. So, one thing that I realized was that I've been playing this game a little bit too... not aggressively enough. I think it's because, excuse me. I think it's because I was very concerned about getting people killed. And while that's a legitimate concern, at the end of the day, we're a space program. And so, you just kill people. That's just how it works. No, what I was realizing is that we really do need to be a bit more aggressive. And so I feel like if I can build better rockets, if I have to be more aggressive about how much we push this, then so be it. So I was thinking, excuse me. One thing that I noticed with my experimentation on my other playthrough, just offline, is that if we swept wings, structural wing type C, basic fin, 81 wing. What I realized is that if I didn't spend about as much cash as the advance, the rocket probably wasn't all that, wasn't going to accomplish the mission. So that's something else that I've learned. And so what I'm trying to do is basically try to at least build a substantial rocket so that we can kind of get up there. And so what I was running into is I'm just not being aggressive enough with some of this stuff because, again, I was afraid I was going to get somebody killed, which is a legitimate concern, especially given our history of the first 4 episodes. But at the end of the day, we do need to really start trying to get into space on a and if we have to really just go aggressive about it, then let's just go ahead and go aggressive about it. If somebody dies or gets stranded, unfortunate, that would be unfortunate, but that's the reality of it, because especially with this game, it really just wants you to experiment. Look at these guys just kind of hanging out around here, just like, oh, look at the rocket. So we're gonna try that, and I think we were actually getting pretty close. I did learn some things about doing gravity turns and whatnot, and just making sure that, basically, how to be more efficient in our turns. Not that I'll necessarily pull it off this time, but it is worth trying to mun and back MK. I forget what our MKs are now, but so we'll just start over at 1 again. I think this rocket will actually get the job done. I just need to do it right. And if it doesn't get the job done, then we'll just go back to the drawing board and experiment about it. But this episode, we're going to try and get as far as we can get. Because I also think part of my problem is that I just don't understand how much fuel and how much thrust it's actually going to take to get out there. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright, now one thing I always forget is the staging. We actually want these rockets to fire off at the same time as the boosters. Our orientation is correct. These decouple, then these decouple, then this decouple. What? No, that's not right at all. No. That decouples and that fires. Okay. Alright, full throttle. 3, 2, 1, go. SAS on. One thing I learned was that I was taking the gravity turn a little too aggressively. And I wasn't getting enough height. Oops. Is orientation incorrect? Yes, it is. Ah! Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do that one. Revert flight. Revert to vehicle assembly bay. I forgot because we had a new rocket that I need to reorient it properly. Okay. Save. Launch. I typically don't count those reverts because the game, in my mind, the game isn't as forthcoming, shall we say, about how it puts its controls together. So, alright. Let's try this again. 3, 2, oops. Alright. Go back. Revert to vehicle assembly bay. And then tell the guys, no, wheel it back, guys. Oh, come on. So, there we go. Let's do the staging right. These decouple, then these decouple, and this fires. Yes. And then, okay. Save. Launch. Also gonna blame my allergies on this because actually I did not feel all that well yesterday and had to leave work a bit early. I'm feeling better today though. So, let's see how this pans out, okay? Orient that way, I think. All right, 3. Yep, full throttle. 3, 2. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. As I was saying, is that I think I was taking the gravity turn a little too aggressively, and that's why we were having so much trouble. If we do it, let's say, they say like 60 meters per second. It's this orientation here. And really we just want like the gentlest of things. Also finding that, at least with this particular rocket, stability has been somewhat of an issue. I think because the wings are just not sufficient enough for the amount of power that we got. But that could be just my misunderstanding of how this works. The other big thing is that we want to get through the atmosphere. Goodness, this thing just does not want to... Oh, see, that orientation's all wrong anyway. That's annoying. Really wanted it to line up that way, but... So, that is not going to be... Why do we have so much spin on this thing, too? Alright, still, not the best. But I think it will... I think we can salvage this. I think we just need to figure out what's up with that rotation. But in general, I think this is where we want to be. Alright, well, so far this is actually working out pretty well. Hey, too far over. Alright. That should be good enough. How much fuel do we have left? Not a lot. Let's try to get into staging. But we are far higher up in the atmosphere, which is the important part. So if we can at least get into orbit at this stage, and then, excuse me, one more time, dump the fuel, then we'll have, then basically we will have accomplished that first stage. That was my intention. So, we add a maneuver node. Get the delta V, that is 95, that is 78. 54 seconds, I don't know if we have that much in the tank. But we will see. 54 seconds, so you burn at about 30. We'll see how that works out. 4, 33, 32, 31, 30. Well, so far, this is actually working out pretty well. Excuse me. Goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's it. And, okay. So this is the downside of that, but we're getting there. Alright, 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 alright. There we go. 80, 85. Oh, that's almost perfect. It didn't require all that much fuel. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Awesome. Okay. So, here's our next strategy to get to the moon. We gotta, let's see, 80, 85. That's about as circular as you can get on a burn like that, especially how screwed up we got that. All right, we're gonna extend our node. Actually, extend out. And then do mun encounter. So the idea is that when we swing around here, we burn at T-minus 15 minutes. We will encounter the mun at this point, and then we will circularize our orbit there. And interestingly enough, if we burn out there, then we get caught and then get flung out into space. Kerbal escape. So that's an escape trajectory. That's kind of bad. I also totally forgot to put science on here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're totally going to do this. One day I'll remember to put science on my stuff. It's so annoying. How about a crew report in orbit? Nope. Alright. Next trip, we will totally do the... Next trip, we'll totally do science. But for this one, I just wanted to get this monkey off my back. Alright, that is that. So we're going to rotate over here. And then... Can I warp to maneuver? I'm going to warp there. Then I'll push the slash to kind of cancel out because I think I did that just a little too close. But we'll see. Yeah. How long are we supposed to burn? 48 seconds. So we want to burn at 24 seconds. How much time we got left? 3 minutes? Let's warp here. And let's see. One minute, 34 seconds. Goodness. Should not play when I have allergies, but it is what it is. All right. So close. All right, here we go. Jebediah, you're about to make history. All right? Just hang in there, buddy. Speed up time just a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Our burn is at 24 seconds. And we burn for 48. Alright, here we go. Bang. Our fuel is looking great, too. Excuse me. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, let's have a look. Pretty much exactly as we anticipated. Our moon encounter is here. Interestingly enough, we have like a moon encounter and then the moon. Not sure what that's about. Let's go to here. All right, well, you know what? We are on course for the moon. Let's take one last look at the Earth before we head out, or the Kerbal. And then we are going to warp here just to show you guys. Here we go. Bye-bye. There's the moon in background. To look all majestic and everything. It's just great. Really, I'm feeling great right now. I mean, I'm so excited that this worked out. So we're going to warp to the moon encounter. So here we are. Moon encounter in 34 seconds. Then we're going to figure out how to achieve circular orbit. That's a little bit of an odd encounter, but all right. Okay. So our trajectory, actually, interestingly enough, has us crashing into the moon, it looks like. Well, maybe not, because if we warp here... Okay. Maybe... Oops. Okay. Interesting. So let us burn prograde. Oops, okay, cancel out. Let's see, let's try this. Add maneuver. That is too much. Let's see, which way do we want to burn? If we burn this way, perfect. I actually want to get as close as I can. 21, 30, perfect. All right, let's do that. This way, the encounter itself is a little fuzzy because typically you want to burn. We'd already have an orbit established. I should have checked that first. Estimated burn is in 5 seconds in this direction. So we will, and it's at 12. That's a 12-minute mark. So we're gonna go ahead and warp here. I think. Can I not click anymore? Hello? Hello? Alright, you know what? We're just gonna time warp. Get closer to that mark. So it's like a 5-second burn, which is like nothing. So we'll get a little bit closer. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now, we burn this way. That will help get us a periapsis. And then, once we get the periapsis, then we can slow down. I think part of it is because our speed is so low. That has a lot to do with it. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, counting with TCGDude. 24, 23. No, we'll stop that. We get right at about 3 seconds, and then we burn. So this was not the cleanest Mun encounter. I was just like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yay! 5, 4, 3, 2. Where's the... Okay, the... Perfect. Alright. That works for me. Okay, so we got the periapsis coming up. And then... once we slingshot around there, then we will figure out how we're going to get back. So let's go ahead and warp to periapsis. Again, not the most efficient of burns or anything like that, but it is getting the job done. I wonder actually if... Whoa. Let's go warp. Let's go burn prograde. See if we can get us into our stable orbit. No. It's retrograde. My bad. Okay, let's do that then. Here, let's burn for a bit. Okay, then... 3, 2... Okay. That's good enough for me. We are orbiting the Mun. And I'm kicking myself because I didn't bring any science. But it don't matter. It don't matter. All we need is a crew report from the Mun. The inside of the craters might be the best option for landing on the Mun. Gonna do an EVA. "24 signs. You recorded observations about the situation." Ah! Board that. That's just enough. I'm totally thrilled with that. Alright. So, with that, it is now time to plan our escape back to Kerbal. So again, because this is slightly unorthodox, what we're trying to do is... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, burn that. Then... burn there. That periapsis is very far away. So the question is, how do we... Oops. Ouch. Okay. You know what? Let's clear that. Let's add the maneuver again. Increase. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gosh, it's so fickle. Trying to see if we can get close enough so that the periapsis is very close, but I don't think that's going to work. So what we need to do is figure out... See, part of the problem is that our orbit is very abnormal. So maybe we just need to normalize it somewhat. Here, let's see here. Nope. That's it. Okay. I cannot figure this out. Add maneuver. I want to fix the inclination. I think part of it is that the orbit is not circularized either. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. Ah, nope, not there. Alright, we'll get this. We'll get this, I promise. I want this. Add maneuver. No. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. That normalizes it somewhat. And then that burns it. How long is that, though? That's my only problem, is that I'm concerned about fuel. Delta V. How long is that? That is 15 seconds? Starting to become a little concerned about our fuel consumption here. But I think we can do this. So we're gonna... You know what? Actually, you know what? Let's start over. Start over. If we can add a maneuver here and just get back. Whoa. Okay. Ah! No, actually, we need to correct this, or else we're gonna be stuck out here. Alright, so... Go back. Sorry, this is taking so long. Playing with maneuver nodes. This is the challenge of this game. Is just line up the plane. Whoa, okay. Alright, we can burn that, and then let's see here. We just normalize that. And then burn retrograde. Kind of bring that back in. That is relatively circular. Okay, and at the proper inclination that we need. So we're gonna warp over here and hope for the best. Wait, whoa. Slow down. Forgot we're not traveling the right direction anyway. Ah. So we're facing the right direction as far as the time to burn. But it's gonna be a little close, because I don't know if we have enough fuel to do the maneuver, and then enough fuel to actually do the burn home. But there's the mun. It'll be about 8 seconds. But I still think this is a great success, even if poor Jebediah gets stranded out here. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Let's have a look. Close enough. Alright. It looks like we didn't use all that much fuel too, so I think we have enough for a burn to get back to Kerbal. So what we need to do is we need to slingshot the escape and then perform it in such a way that... Whoa. Why? Oh, I see. Ah! That's not what I wanted. Can't see it from that far out. Alright. What we need to do is... burn it so that this trajectory is out, because we actually are traveling in this direction, I think. Prograde is this way. So that's our big problem right now, is if we warp, show you. Actually warping, we're actually going in this direction. So that's the problem. So what we need to do is, I'm used to thinking about it going the other way. Add maneuver. And then, let's see here. Slingshot this way. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that brings us right into Kerbin's so let's see here. What we really want to do is burn just enough. So what the heck is it doing? Okay. Periapsis is going to be 53. All right, that's what we want. I hope that's correct, because Lord knows I am so confused right now. But the idea is that if we slingshot off of this way, the orbit will pull us back around, I believe. Right? Am I reading that right? Probably be... Let's see here. I'm not reading that right. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's do... Oops. Nope. Nope. There we go. 32,000. Get that? We'll get this. We'll get this. $57,000. Trick is to escape, and then be pulled back into Kerbin's sphere. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna trust the nav machine at this point, because Lord knows, I am very confused about what exactly we need to do. And I think this actually puts us back on a trajectory here. So let's go ahead. Let's burn in 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and warp here. Our burn is for 10 seconds, which means we burn at 5. It's gonna go close. Next time I'm gonna put some lights on here too, because, jeez, I cannot see a thing. But we made it to the moon. That's what matters. Now we just wait to return home. Eleven, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cut. All right, we are on course to being brought back. Ooh, come on. Delete node. All right, here we go. Warping to the moon and escape. Warp is complete. Not yet. Another minute or so. Almost there, though. Okay. So, which way are we heading is the question. I don't know anymore. But the good news is that even if it takes a long time, we'll be warping back. We will head back. Is it here? Yeah, okay. We're heading this way. Cool. So to warp back T-minus 3 hours. It's alright. Jeb is just like, this is amazing. Let's go on to EVA again. EVA report. In space. Forward. I'll do a real EVA at some point. Right now I'm too terrified to do it because I'm so close to success. SAS back on. How's our electricity doing? Electric charge could be better, but doing all right. All right, let's go ahead and warp. We are almost home. We're still pretty far up. The curb impera apsis is not as low as it needs to be. That is unfortunate. I could have swore I actually had it at a lower point, but let's see. If we burn here, add maneuver, retrograde burn. That is 94,000, 77, 59. All right, let's do that. Didn't realize that till now. Think we have enough fuel to do it. Burn in 2 minutes. I realized that our atmosphere, our descent will not take us close enough to the atmosphere. So we have to burn for 20 seconds. That's going to be close. We shall see if we have 20 seconds worth of fuel or if Jeb is stranded. 15, 14, 11, 10. It's close. I don't know. Oh, no. Where are we? Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Well. Oh, that stinks. So close. Let's see. Well, Jeb, you're stranded in space. What can I do? The other thing that I could do at some point is actually perform a maneuver to go rescue him. Oh, that stinks. So close. I didn't realize that when I did the burn back at the moon. I thought I had it timed out. Ugh. Is there any way to just kind of like abort the mission? I guess we're just gonna have to go back to the mission tracking. Let's go in and see. Poor Jeb. We'll have to terminate this, killing all crew in it. Bye. Jeb will be back in a couple of hours. I'm curious if that actually counted as we did it. Oh, we did fly to the moon. All right, well, we did get that. Unfortunately. It didn't work out for Jeb too well. Ah, that stinks. Oh, well. Let's see. Could do AR Delta This is a winglet, and then this is general crew cabin, strut, fuselage, Rockomax brand adapter. Let's see. What we could do is... Oh, we can't do flight control yet because we still need 10 more science. All right. Well, that's it for today. This episode's gone even longer than I thought. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing Kerbal Space Program. We did make it to the moon. Unfortunately, Jebediah died in the process. So, that stinks. But, you know what? It is what it is, unfortunately. Just checking to see what's actually going on in here. Yeah, what can you do? It's not great. But we made it. Jeb's sacrifice won't be in vain, and in fact, he'll be back later. So, anyways, thank you very much for joining me. It's been that Catholic Gamer Dude playing Kerbal Space Program. If you liked what you saw, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more, please click the subscribe button, and I will see you later.